We're back and it's time to talk about the new season of anime coming out in April. So here are my top 10 most anticipated anime coming out in spring 2025. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. And we're starting off strong with a delinquent anime. Think about Tokyo Revengers, except I know a lot of people like to compare, but this is Windbreakers Season 2. And when it came out, the comparison to Tokyo Revengers was very obvious. This was a very popular anime with some great animation, better than Tokyo Revengers, but it's kind of like the same topic, right? Delinquents in high school, right? So it's gonna be insane. I do like Season 1, so of course I'm gonna be watching Season 2. I still like Tokyo Revengers more, but you know, that could be a take. Let me know what you think about which one you like more, but I'm definitely gonna be watching Windbreaker Season 2. Next, coming in at number 9, we got Yaiba, Samurai Legend. Now, this is made by Wit Studio, and you know, Wit Studio, they be doing some bangers, so for that, I'm gonna be watching this one. But on top of that, I saw the trailer and I read the first chapter to get an idea what this anime was going to be about, and honestly, it's just nostalgia for me. It reminds me of 90s anime, and also this is a remake of the original Jaiba anime that released, you know, a while back, like in the 90s or maybe 80s, right? Now, I haven't seen anything aside from what I just listed, like the first chapter and the trailer. But yeah, it definitely does seem like in my camp. It's with studio, so the animation is probably gonna be insane. It's gonna be good. So I'm here for it from episode 1, and hopefully it's a very good anime. I know it has a fan base out there since it is an older anime, so I would love to hear from people that actually watched the original or maybe read the manga, just to get an opinion on people that have actually seen this thing, right? Because at least from what I'm seeing, it's definitely gonna be a hype anime, and I'm here for it. Next, coming in at number 8, we might have the sleeper anime of the season, and that is Sword of the Demon Hunter. Now, this anime, I'm only really interested in it because of the synopsis. It reminds me of Free Eren, because essentially in this anime, we're following a demon hunter that travels through time, kind of questioning his skills as a demon hunter, right? So it kind of deals like Free Eren as an elf, kind of discovering and understanding humans and how they live with their short lifespan. So it gives me that same vibe, and I did love Free Eren, and hopefully this anime is gonna have that deep story where it's just not going to be about, you know, hunting demons, right? So definitely excited about this one. I'm going in blind. I have no idea what it's gonna be about, but just from the synopsis, again, it's giving me Free Eren vibes, and if it gives me Free Eren vibes, I'm watching it day one. But let me know if you read the source material and what you think about it. And what type of anime list would this be if I don't at least include the generic fantasy / isekai crazy harem anime, right? So that's what we're gonna be talking about, the Brilliant Healer's New Life in the Shadows. And it's one of those anime that's, we get a dozen of them every anime season. I read chapter 1, and you know, I'm excited for it because again, I do like anime with very OP main characters, and it seems like we're gonna be getting this with this anime. But essentially, the main character definitely looks like he's going to get a harem, at least judging from like the trailers and the actual like first chapter, and on top of that, just the cover of the anime. Yeah, I don't really expect to keep watching this one every week. It's probably gonna be 3 episodes, but it is about a main character that's OP at healing, gets kicked out of the party, and he has to find a new one, and it looks like the new party is just gonna be full of women. So it's one of those anime that has the potential to go absolutely wild, absolutely crazy. So my hopes for this one is not too high, but again, I do like fantasy and I do like OP main characters, so I could fall in love with this one. I'll have to wait and see. Next, at number 6, we got Go-Go Loser Ranger Season 2. Now, me personally, I'm not the biggest fan of the whole Ranger genre. I think I grew out of it. In fact, the only other Ranger anime I have seen is Samurai Flamenco, and that was absolutely hilarious, which is the reason why I watched it. But with Go-Go Loser Ranger, when I watched Season 1, just the story, how essentially it's kind of like The Boys, right? Where we see a group of people hunting the heroes of the world, and there's like a darker, deeper truth to what actually happened and what's going on in this world, is what really grabbed my attention. And I loved Season 1. I mean, the animation was good, the fights were good, and also I like the fact that the main character is kind of going undercover and trying to, you know, dismantle the whole organization from within. So really looking forward to season 2. Hopefully it does not disappoint. Again, I haven't read the manga, I'm anime only, so it really just kind of excites me that we're finally getting a season 2, and I'm gonna be able to keep watching without having to go read the manga, because again, while I do read some manga here and there, I'm generally only go with the anime unless like I absolutely love and there's a huge cliffhanger and I need to go read the manga right away. And some series do that, but for right now I'm gonna stick with anime only for Go-Go Loser Ranger. Next, coming in at number 5, we have Lazarus, and this is an anime being made by Studio Mappa. I don't know how they keep doing it, but at least from the trailer it looks like the animation is going to be on point, and the plot, I like a good kind of like murder mystery type of thing. And essentially this anime, the whole world is in peace. There's no more sickness because a magical vaccine was created. But after 50 years or so, the creator of the vaccine comes out and says that everybody who took this vaccine is essentially going to be dying in 3 years. And of course, this Lazarus group gets created in order to hunt the creator of this vaccine in order to essentially save the world. It's kind of sci-fi. Again, the trailer looks hyped and I'm here for it. It's anime original, meaning we don't know, what's going to happen. Everybody's going to be on the same page because there's no manga or light novel to read ahead of what's happening every week. And I love anime that do that. So really excited for Lazarus. Next, coming in at number 4, we have To Be Hero X. Now, I believe this is a Chinese anime, or at the very least the source material is from China, but a Japanese studio is actually animating the series. I have not seen any of the other To Be Hero anime. I think they tend to be more comedy, but at least for this one, the plot really has me intrigued because the power system seems to be really unique, because essentially every superhero in this world, their power essentially is because of the people that believe in those heroes and their power. So if people lose their hope on the hero, well, the hero no longer has power. So it definitely does feel very unique. The trailer, the animation looks phenomenal. I definitely do think China is going to be releasing some anime that are going to take over 2025. To Be Hero X is one of them, and I believe later on we're going to be getting Lord of the Mysteries, which seems to be a very, very hyped light novel over there in China and around the world, and it's getting an anime, which again looks phenomenal. But we're not talking about that because we're only focusing on spring 2025 anime season, and that's where To Be Hero X is coming at. Really excited about this one, especially since My Hero Academia ended, and I feel like this one is gonna have some more darker tones. Again, I haven't seen any of the other To Be Heroes, so I have no idea what I'm getting myself into, but I'm going in blind, and I'm going in with a lot of hype. So super excited again for this one. Next, coming in at number 3, we were just talking about heroes, so it's only right that I include My Hero Academia Vigilantes, because again, even though the manga ended, it does not mean that we're done getting My Hero Academia content, because the whole Vigilantes, we're gonna see a whole different side of the My Hero Academia world. I have not read the manga. I don't believe it was written by Horikoshi, but it has Horikoshi's stamp of approval. But yes, I'm excited for My Hero Academia. Again, I like My Hero Academia, so Vigilantes, more content, sign me right up. And honestly, I want to see how this world is going to be, because if you remember Gentle Criminal, there's a reason why heroes have to get a license and all that good stuff. And Gentle Criminal is one of those people that the system kind of failed him because he tried to be a hero and he failed at it. So I wonder how this is going to, incorporate into the vigilante side of the My Hero Academia world, right? So excited for this one. Again, the trailer looks phenomenal. It looks like it's going to be a high quality anime, and it's probably going to be one of the most popular anime of the season as well. So regardless, My Hero Academia content, sign me right up. Next, coming in at number 2, is probably going to be a controversial pick, but for me, I'm really excited for The Beginning After the End. Now, I know the anime trailer came out and a lot of people did not feel confident that this was going to be a high quality production. Now, the trailer, of course, it's not like the best animation out there, but it's not the worst. Again, it's the whole Sakamoto Day situation. But I will say, if you like Mushoku Tensei, you're probably gonna love The Beginning After the End. The stories are very similar. Now, The Beginning After the End, after the beginning chapters, it does branch off and does its own story. It's very different from Mushoku Tensei, but at the beginning is very similar. Heck, even if you hate Mushoku Tensei because of Rudius and how weird he is, well, you're gonna love this one because, again, it's very similar to Mushoku Tensei, but without the weird main character. So either way, it's gonna have a fan base in there. I know a lot of people, again, are nitpicking at the whole trailer. For me, I think it just looks fine. I can't wait for it. I know this is one of those anime that I'm gonna be watching every single week without a shadow of a doubt. Unless the anime adaptation is so trash, think of like maybe like Tower of God, where essentially they just skipped like half the content, right? Where they're adopting like 30 chapters per episode, kind of like God of High School, right? I really hope that's not the case. Again, the production value, I think is just okay. It's very average. It doesn't stand out. What really matters is the actual adaptation of the story, because I feel like that's where the beginning after the end actually shines. And as long as we get that quality story, quality adaptation, and the production value is okay and average, I think we're gonna have a very successful season, and that's what I really want to see. Either way, super excited about this one. Next, coming in at number 1, we have Moonrise. Now, this is gonna be another anime original made by Wit Studio, and I absolutely love everything that they do. I mean, Ranking of Kings, Attack on Titan, Wit Studio, they're a veteran of the industry, and everything they produce, just high quality stuff. So really excited about Moonrise, especially after reading the plot, because essentially it's the moon has its own citizens full of criminals that the earth sends over there to do labor. They live in poverty, and essentially the moon decides they want their own independence, kind of like become their own like country world in the moon, separate from the government on Earth, and we get to see a revolution essentially happen between the two systems. And I love stories like that. It's kind of sci-fi, but again, it's being made by Wit Studio. Super excited about this one. My most anticipated anime of the season, especially after watching the trailer, because it just looks like it's gonna be a really hype, fun story, and that's what I love about anime. But yeah, these are my top 10 most anticipated anime of the season. Of course, there's plenty of other anime releasing in the season. Every season we get 40-50 anime, so I would love to know what anime you're excited about. If you made the list or if you have your own list, make sure to leave it down in the comments down below, because again, I'm only one guy. I can't watch the whole thing, right? But if some people definitely tell me that I'm missing out on a specific anime, I'll definitely check it out, because again, it's just anime is one of the best entertainment forms out there, and I really love it. But let me know what you think. Let me know what anime you're watching this season, and like always, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you on the next episode. Peace out. Boom.